Manchester United 3, Partizan 0. Really pleased with that for Manchester United. A comfortable 3-0 victory. We don't usually get many comfortable victories. We don't get many 3-0 scores. And we've done it with, it is against lesser opposition, but we've qualified for the knockout stage, which is great. With 2 games to spare, which is really a real plus for Manchester United. It really is. Because I didn't want to go into them last 2 games needing Manchester United to get something. We've managed to give Mason Greenwood another game, which has been a real positive. He scored the first goal of the game again when he started. A really well taken goal from him. Gave the keeper the eyes and slotted it in. Very, very well taken. I thought Juan Mata did make a difference for Manchester United today over the likes of Jesse Lingard and Andreas Pereira, who have been very, very poor this season. And I don't quite know how either of them two are getting game time for Manchester United this season over Mason Greenwood. To be honest, he would have been, like I did say in the previous game against Bournemouth, he would have been a much better option to have brought off the bench, a much bigger goal threat than Jesse Lingard would have been again in that Bournemouth game when we needed a goal. Hopefully that does give him some food for thought going into that next game, that if he doesn't start Greenwood against Brighton, at least that he's got a much better goal threat going forward. He's seen that he scored yet another goal when he started, and to bring off the bench a bit earlier if we're chasing that game against Brighton at home. Now the second goal, very, very well taken goal by Anthony Martial, which put the game to bed. We could have got a lot more goals this evening, which is the only disappointing thing. It would have been nice to have seen some other players, the likes of Juan Mata, maybe Fred getting a goal, someone else getting a goal that hasn't got goals this season, just to boost up their goals, because maybe it would help them get some more goals, because Manchester United have heavily relied on the forward players getting goals this season. Besides the forward players, only McTominay is the only midfield player who's actually scored this season, which is a bit of a worry for Manchester United. But second half, we've scored another goal, fantastic thunderbolt from Marcus Rashford, just to put the game to bed. It's nice to see Rashford also, all the front 3 players getting on the score sheet. We've seen James Garner come on in the second half as well for Fred, which was nice to see him get some minutes. I would hope that he can get a full start in the next game against Astana, and hopefully in the last game against AZ Alkmaar as well, because there is players that need game time. Chong needs game time as well, and Angel Gomez probably does need some game time when he's back from injury. So hopefully it will give Manchester United the opportunity to rotate. Could we see some others on the substitutes bench? Maybe Levid get some time. Ethan Laird could do with some game time, maybe just to give them a run out, just to see what they can do in the last couple of games, because we've qualified now. It doesn't matter if you finish top or second. We saw under Jose Mourinho we finished second in the group and went on and won the Europa League, so I couldn't give a shit if we finished second. As long as we go on and win the competition, it really doesn't matter to me. So I would give this opportunity to give more youngsters the opportunity to give them, even if it's only half a game for Levid or something like that. That would be fantastic, because we can see what he can do. He's getting in the Wales team, and it'll be great for the experience of these players, because later in the season we may need to call upon some of these in FA Cup games, maybe League Cup if we're still in it. Some games where Manchester United might have an injury crisis, we might need to call upon players that haven't played a lot of minutes, and they will have had some first team experience. In hostile atmosphere away at Astana would be an ideal opportunity to give some younger players a chance, rest them and concentrate on the league now, and that game against Colchester coming up as well, because we've got games coming thick and fast in December. So it's pleasing to see that we've got this out of the way. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this. I don't know, Martial or Greenwood, man of the match. Both of them good tonight, but it's nice to see Greenwood continue his form. Looks very, very confident in front of goal. I mean, imagine if he was playing in a Manchester United team of old. I mean, Jesus Christ. He scored 3 first goals in games to kick-start the games, and it's great, to be honest, because I mean, if he was playing in a Man City team that's free-flowing, scoring lots of goals, he'd probably be absolutely banging them in left, right and centre. But he's getting the first goal in games on a regular basis, 3 already for Manchester United, which just shows you what he's capable of. I mean, any player could come off the substitutes bench when you're 3 or 4-0 up a top team, a Liverpool or a Man City, who are just banging goals in and the game's dead and the other opposition have just collapsed. But no, he's scoring the first goal of the game, getting the game underway, and that is great to see from Mason Greenwood. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this game this evening. We've actually scored more than one goal in the first half of a Premier League game since January, so things may be looking a little bit on the up. They couldn't have got any been any worse than they were at the start of the season anyway. So let me know your thoughts, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon.